Good morning everyone, Val here, and I'm starting out my day today, I guess, making cookies. But before that, I got up about 7:30, got a cup of coffee, got a rice cake with peanut butter, actually 2 rice cakes with peanut butter, made a little sandwich out of it. Sat down, did my Bible study for a couple of hours. It looks like it's going on like 11 now. I finished doing my Bible study, jumped in the shower. I was doing a little chat with Steve's daughter about the kids coming tonight, and she said Adeline is sick and she's not going to be able to come. She was thrown up all night and she didn't go to school today. She's not feeling well, but Dean still wants to come. So I'm going to go pick him up this afternoon. But before I do that, I'm going to make some cookies because I need to start baking some cookies for the cookie bake. Going down to Gail Crabtree's. As most of you know, if you watch the channel, I'm going to go to Gail Crabtree's church in Eastern Tennessee where the flood was, and we have a cookie bake going on. So I'm going to make a bunch of cookies and freeze them and then take them down there, and we're going to be passing out cookies to the workers down there, people who are fixing the electricity and the water lines and cleaning the yards and helping build the houses, and anybody that's working or in that area down there, we're going to pass out cookies. So we need to make a lot of cookies. So I'm starting that process today. I'm going to be baking next week, and then I'll be leaving Sunday of next week to go down with the cookies and pass them out, spend a couple days down there in the community doing what I can do, take the gifts to the children that I got for the children. But the first thing I want to do today is I have 1 container of powdered milk left that I had in my cupboard, and I need to use it up. So I'm going to mix it with water, and I'm going to use this powdered milk up in my recipes that I'm making the next few days, because that's the best way to use it, is for cooking. Not to say you can't drink it. It tastes like milk. I've tasted it. I don't drink milk straight up because I just don't like it that way. If I have cereal, which is very rare, I might put it in cereal. But most of the time, for me, I just use it for baking. Steve drinks milk, so he has milk, chocolate milk almost every day. He'll come home and have a glass of chocolate milk. He mixes some Nesquik with it. So, but this will make this much milk. I pour it in this Kraft, and I keep the Kraft in the refrigerator. But like I said, this is the last of the powdered milk that I have in the house. I need to use it up. I don't know if I'll buy any again. I mean, it stores really well for, you know, emergencies, but it does have a shelf life, so you got to watch out that when you're getting towards the end of the shelf life, if you're saving it for, you know, those emergency times, that you use it up before the shelf life of it goes away. So this one it's time to use it. I've got my dishwater prepared because I want to make sure that I'm cleaning as I go here. So I'm going to pour this milk in this Kraft. Oh, I'm making a mess. And the first thing I want to do today is do 2 batches of the chocolate chip cookies. Oh, this is really... I don't know if I put too much water in that, but if I did, it's skim milk now, I guess. Seems like I may have put too much water in it because usually it fills up the Kraft, but that looks okay. I think it'll be all right. I'll just take a little sip and make sure. Tastes like milk to me. Alright, I'm going to put this Kraft in the refrigerator, and then I'll put this milk in another little Kraft somewhere, and I'll use it have another little milk bottle. This is actually a creamer bottle, but I'll use this. There we go. All right, I'm going to grab all of my ingredients. I'm going to be using mini chocolate chips in this. So we'll get everything together. We'll make us some chocolate chip cookies. I'm just going to use the recipe on the back of the pack. And it's calling for 2 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour per batch, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of salt, a cup of cream butter, softened butter, 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla, 2 eggs, and a 12-ounce pack of the mini chocolate chips. And that's a whole pack. So I do have 2 packs. I'm going to make a double batch because I'm going to freeze them. I need a lot of cookies. So this will be my chocolate chip cookies. I'm going to make some fudge like on the last day so that I can't freeze it. So I'm going to make it that way when I go down there it's fresh. I'm not going to make it too far ahead of time. I'll just make it on the last day because what I'm going to do is I'll probably make it on Saturday, and on Sunday after church I'll come home and get changed, cut the fudge, pack it, and then head down there, and then Monday and Tuesday is when we're going to be passing out the cookies. So that's the plan. I'm going to get started to make these cookies, and I'll show you what they look like when I'm finished. I'm not going to make you sit. You all know how to make cookies. So we just mix all the ingredients together, put them on the pan, and they're cookies. So I'm not going to have you go through that. As I'm making cookies, if I have a new recipe, something that's not chocolate chip, because we all can do chocolate chip, I'll show you that recipe. But for chocolate chip, I'm not going to make you sit through all of that. But just thought I'd let you know what I'm doing for today. Let me get started with this. My first batch of chocolate chip cookies is done. I'm going to use a scooper and scoop them onto the trays back there, stick them in the oven, and we'll see how they come out. The first cookies are out of the oven. They look good. I got the second batch ready to go, and I have 2 more trays that are in the oven down here. Oop. So they've got 2 more minutes, and then I put them 5 minutes on the racks, and then I switch them, one to the top and one to the bottom, so that they cook evenly. But this tray actually took about 1.5 minutes longer than this one. Because they just didn't look quite done. So I left them in a little bit longer, but I think they both look good. I'm gonna we'll have a cooling rack here, which is just racks that I use. I'm gonna get them cooled, and then once they're cooled, I'm gonna bag them in bags of 2 cookies each, and put them in the freezer. The cookies are done. This cookie had an accident. So he didn't quite make it, but that's okay. I hit it on the side of the pan, the other pan, so he's messed up. But the rest look good. I had an extra little bit of cookie dough, so I just put it in this with some chocolate chips, and I'll let my grandson have that tonight. I've got to go pick them up in a couple of hours. I'm going to fix me some lunch. Dean is going to come, but his sister is not because she's not feeling well. So I'm going to let these cool, and I'm going to bag them up. Day 1 of cookie baking is complete. We have about 8 dozen cookies bagged in 2. I'm going to cover it with aluminum foil. This is a roasting pan. Put it in the freezer. I did save a couple of cookies for Steve. There were no burn cookies, so I did really well on that, but I ate like 2. I ate the one that I broke, and then I ate another one just to taste them when I first made the first batch to make sure they were good. But I'm going to cover this and get it in the freezer and look to see what cookie I can make tomorrow.
Okay.
Alright, both of the kids are here. They decided Adeline was feeling good, so she decided to come. They're up there playing. Oh,
I want to be sharpened.
there's Adeline. Say hello.
Hi.
Can't see in the dark. There's Dean. He's fishing over the railing.
I am the sharky.
All right. That's it for tonight. I'm going to go sit down. It's been a long day. Thank you all for watching. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed and you want to. And I will see you on tomorrow's video. And remember, it's all about the adventure. Bye now.